Hi there. Good afternoon. It's Diane from Stamping with Diane, coming to you from Innisfil, Ontario. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I love to share my love of stamping with you and hopefully encourage you in your journey of creativity. Today I am coming to you a little earlier than usual. I am generally on live at 7 p.m. But today I'm coming on early because I have a retirement dinner to attend later on today. So I'm very excited to be able to celebrate with a fellow colleague of mine, and thus I am early. So thanks for joining me. Please comment and say hello in the comments so I know that you're watching, either if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. I'd love to just connect and know that you're here. So it's June. I can't believe it's June. So I am going to have a little bit of a flexible schedule over the summertime. I will continue to do my weekly tea and cards videos. They might usually be at 7 p.m. They might be at 1 p.m., but I'll give you some notice. And if I can't be on live, then I am going to record them and I will continue to upload them to the YouTube channel. So no, you won't miss out on anything, but that's just going to allow me to be a little bit flexible with some holiday plans and some camping plans and family plans coming up this summer. So don't worry, you will still see a project each week. June the 1st. Hi Val. Hi Maureen. Thanks for joining in. June the 1st, today is the first day of our BOGO sale. Now, Stamping with Diane, I had my BOGO sale about a week and a half ago. There are still some goodies available. If anybody is still interested, feel free to check out the link and see what's left there. But Stampin' Up! Is offering a BOGO sale for the entire month of June. So as of today, every single one of our kits from the Kits collection, any one of them, hello, any one of them is buy one, get one half price. And I don't know of many companies that do this. We are discounting the higher priced kit. So if you choose two different kits, you will get half price on the most expensive kit. So just pop those in your cart and you will earn those savings. So what are the kits great for? Teacher gifts, thank you gifts, birthday presents. They're fantastic activities to have for you in the summertime when you don't want to maybe cart all your crafting supplies to the trailer or to the cottage. Take a kit with you. Everything you need is in this little box. So you can fit these little boxes in your suitcase, can't you? Or even in your tent. I have been stamping while I've been camping, and stamping camping. Maybe I'll come up with a new video line. And it's been so much fun. I've been able to introduce my stamping hobby to other people in the campground, and just such fun to take these kits. So June is the perfect time, hi Mary, to catch the sale. So you can gift these kits to people because, as I say, they have everything people need. Even if they think they're not a crafter, they will have success making up our kits. They're also great. We can book a party. Let's order all the kits in June, get the savings, and we can have the party even into July or August. They'll just have to hold off using them, but that's okay. Let's pick a date and get those kit parties booked and make use of this sale of buy one, get one half price. There's a brand new kit launched today as well. Maybe you're not a card maker. There's a new kit called Love This Memory Notebook Kit, and it's more like a mini scrapbook. It comes with an 8.5 by 5 1/4 notebook. It's got all the stickers, stamps, ink, and double-sided tape to make up a cute little notebook as a memory keeper. And then you would have your stamps and ink and leftover pieces to continue, and you could make a second notebook or third or fourth and continue your memory keeping journey. So check that one out. I have a QR code that will take you directly to my Kits collection page. It's posted on my Facebook page and it's been sent out in my newsletter. So if you're not on my newsletter list, let me know. I'd be happy to add you in. Okay, so as I mentioned, I do have a YouTube channel now, and if you're watching on YouTube, please click subscribe down below, and then you'll get notifications each time I go live. So the other thing that's happening as of June 1st is this mini catalog we're getting ready to say goodbye to our mini catalog. This was the one that launched in January, and it is only available until the end of June, okay, till June 30th. So a lot of the items in here will no longer be available, and quite a few are discounted, some up to 50% off. I'm just going to show you two today of my favorites that I'm so sad to see leave. This Rainbow of Happiness. So if you haven't had a chance to purchase this one, now's the time. They are while supplies last. Quantities are limited, so when it's gone, it's gone. But Rainbows of Happiness was my most popular class this past winter. So it makes such great kits, cards and whatever projects you want to use it on. And this one as well, the On the Horizon. If you were watching me last month, I made a card every week using the On the Horizon stamp set. The dies and the gorgeous designer paper are on their way out. And I think this is on limited supply. So if you love this Horizon paper, now's the time to get that before it's gone. Okay, so I just wanted to highlight those. Lots of the designer papers are on sale, some of them 50% off, some of the die sets are 50% off. So check it out. The easiest way to find out what's on sale, if you just scroll through the online store, and if you see something that you like, it will show the discounted price if it's on sale right now. Okay, so happy shopping to you. All right, in June, I'm going to do my next Sweet and Simple class on Friday, June 24th. That's the one where you come to my studio, and I'm going to be using this really fun stamp set. Nothing's better than cookies, cocktails, coffee, and chocolate. And these are just some sample ideas of what we will be making. So much fun. So mark Friday, June 24th on your calendar, and check out my Linktree site to register for that. All right, I'm going to be flipping the camera around, and you will be wanting to have Early Espresso and Cajun Craze inks for today, because June is the month of He's All That. All right, so this is a really fun stamp set, and there's some great dies which I'll be showing you as well. Some of the designer paper you're going to see, and the designer paper, there's 2 sheets of these these are already stamped, and all you need to do is pop them out. Okay, so this makes it super easy. You don't need to color this great card. It's already shaded and colored for you. All of these little embellishments can be added to your projects, and that is called He's the Man designer paper. Just check out the link or the description in my video above, and it will have the supply list for you and all the products listed that we'll be using this month and today in this card. Okay, there we go. Hope that's straight for us. Okay, so I have a new June host code. I'm waiting for the stamps. Oh, yes. Okay, you're making a wedding card? Ah, lovely, lovely. That'll I'll have to see a picture. Send me a picture, Anna, when you've got those done. I'd love to see that. Okay, today I am using our thick basic white paper as our card base. This is our typical regular 8.5 by 5.5, and I will just bring it in and score it at the 4 1/4. So that's the halfway mark on my page. Halfway across, I'll use the light gray scoring blade. When you score, you get a valley on one side and a mountain on the other. The mountain is the side you want to put on the inside of your card. So I flipped it over there. I've got the mountain on the inside, and I'm just using my bone folder here to give it a nice, secure, and clean, crisp edge. Okay, so actually I'm going to keep my cutter handy because I've chosen two different sheets of the designer paper from this set, and the back sides look like this. So you can see how they can coordinate nicely either way around. Okay, so I'm gonna get my little ruler here, and I'm going to mark a 2-inch from the bottom. So what this is a full card front. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, the way I have it cut right now. And I'm going to measure 2 inches from the bottom, 2 inches up from the bottom. So I've got 2 inches here, and I'm just going to put a little tiny mark here so that I can see it. It's very small. And then I'm going to put the tip and in my cutting groove and where I've marked it at the 2 inches. So I've got my little pen mark here, and I've got my tip up here. And here's the trick I use. I bring the cutting blade into the center, and that's already kind of holding it in place. And then I don't get, well, it just makes a nice clean cut for me. All right, so now I've cut that. Did I do that the wrong way around? No, 4 1/4. That works just fine. And now I'm going to do a similar cut with the other piece of designer paper. And let's see. Yes, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with this designer paper. So again, I'm measuring from the bottom corner, the bottom left corner up 2 inches. Got a little mark here, very small, putting that right into my cutting edge. And then the upper right-hand corner into the cutting edge. Bring my blade up, so it's going to be right in there. And here we go, cutting that as well. Now, so what we've actually done in effect is we now have pieces for 2 card fronts, okay? We now have pieces for 2 card fronts. This could be a card front, and this could be a card front, okay? Of course, we could flip them over. This could be a card front, and this could be a card front, okay? So just by cutting, as I said, these were the exact measurements of a card front. We now have 2 different possibilities. So I think today I'm going to use the dark as the base and this as the top. So that's all I need my cutter for right now. And then we're going to cut lots of pieces. So I'm using Sahara sand. I'm using, because that's the color of the inside of the automobile. I've got some Cajun craze, the same as the backing here. And I've got some early espresso, which is the same as this, and also some of the detailing on the car. And I've also die cut 2 of these little flags from the Cajun craze as well. Okay, so all of that has been cut with the All That dies. So I'll show you. We've got some frames. We've got these, make really great. You're going to see that on another week. I can show you just kind of what it looks like here. Cut out of the Cajun craze. Just a neat little accent. And then we've got these flags, straight flags and curved flags is what I call them. And I'm going to be using this label as well today. So let me pull that out. And these are the, and I'm going to be using an oval, the oval die as well. Okay, so we're going to have to do a little bit of die cutting, but not too much. So let's do that first. I want to get my stamping out of the way. So because it's early June, I thought it would be best to get a head start and make up a Father's Day card. Now, this stamp set has birthday, together for the long haul. That could be used for an anniversary, could be used for a wedding, could be used for lots of things. Hello, handsome. Well, that's an any occasion. Holy smokes, you're amazing. Every day with you is another adventure. And to the man who does everything. So, very versatile stamp set. Oh, and there's this little guy. He's stuck up here called Love This Guy. Okay, so I thought I'd start with the Father's Day just to make sure I've got that ready. And I'm also going to use the Holy Smokes, You're Amazing. So I'm pulling those two out. And I'm going to stamp this. This is a rubber stamp set, a cling stamp set. And I'm going to use the Early Espresso ink, which is our darkest brown. And I'm actually going to stamp this on one of the designer papers. So this is the car piece, but I'm going to stamp it on the back side. And I'm just going to set this here because I'm going to die cut it afterwards. So I want to make sure I've got it in the right spot. There we go. It's going to be right here. Holy smokes, you're amazing. There. Okay. So you can see by using a dark ink, it still shows up very nicely on the designer paper. So I will be cutting that one out, but I'm also going to stamp using the Cajun Craze on the Sahara Sand. I love the look of this color combination. So it's just the same color combination as we've got here in the designer paper. So that's what I love about Stampin' Up, is it does the thinking for us. I don't need to worry, which way do I want to put this? I don't need to worry about the color combinations because Stampin' Up does that for me. By just looking at the paper, I can see the colors that work well together. Okay, so I've done wishing you a happy Father's Day in the Cajun Craze. And when I set this die on top, it works well, but I've got quite a bit of extra space there. So I'm going to show you a trick today. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And how can you cut smaller with a die? Well, hopefully I will show you how that works. So I'm going to bring in my mini die cut machine because it just works so well for this. And here I go. Let's start with this one, the Holy Smokes, You're Amazing. So I'm setting it down with the mini. I just need plate 1 and plate 2. And I'm centering this. The nice thing is the curvature of the words perfectly matches the curvature of the die. And then I sneak the top plate on top. Oops, I just hit it. I wiggled it. Now, if you're concerned, you can use a little piece of washi tape on there. I think it's going to be fine. I give it a little head start, slide it in there, grip from the top, and just smoothly crank on the side. Hopefully that's not too wiggly for our screen. And then the big reveal. And I'm happy with that. So there's our die. It is always easier to stamp first and die cut second. Now, sometimes when I'm making kits for you in advance, I send you the pieces already die cut, and then you will need to stamp. But if you're at home using your stamps and dies on your own, I always recommend stamping first and cutting second. All right, so now we're going to try a little trick here. So I'm just going to trim off. I had just put a scrap of paper in here. And so I want this to be smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm lining up my words with the top part of the die, putting it on my cutting plate here. Put the lid on top, the lid meaning number 2. And now I'm going to roll it, but I'm not going to roll it all the way through. I'm just going to roll it. There, I heard a crunch. That's okay. That's the sign that the metal part has gone through. and I'm going to come back out, and I will show you that you see I've only cut the top part. So I stopped rolling, so I didn't cut the bottom. Now I'm going to replace this back on here again, and now I'm measuring from the bottom. So now I'm giving a similar border at the bottom of Father's Day with my straight edge, and I'm lining up these side pieces. Now this time I can run it all the way through, so it's not cutting the top piece because that's already been done, and I'm coming all the way through. Here goes pop. Yep. And finish that off, pop it over, and here we go. So a little, yep. So here's my sentiment, now die cut custom to the size of the sentiment. So here's the original die size, and I cut it down smaller. Isn't that great? Has anybody tried that before? It is fun. It's a way to, now I could also make a die bigger by doing that same technique. I could run through the top, move it, and I could move it way down and make this bigger. So anyway, just a fun way to be a little bit flexible. As I say, the full size would have worked just fine, but I wanted to show you that little trick if it's one you haven't tried before. And it just, I feel, centers it a little bit better. All right, let's do some assembling now. So keep in mind, we had our card base. We're going to put our 2 pieces on here. There we go. So that's just, I don't want any white to show through, and it looks like we've got it just right. Okay, so that's going to come this way. And then we're just going to play with the layers. I like the look of this. Well, you know what? Let's attach that down, and then I'll be able to play around and show you some possibilities here. So I'm using my stamping seal, getting right into the corners there, and right along. Okay, and now I just want to make sure I'm getting right to the tip top and right over here to the edge. Looks good. I'm not pressing it all the way in just yet. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the early espresso side. So is that a new trick for some of you? A different way. You can do the same thing with some of our punches. Some of our punches can be made slightly bigger or slightly smaller. Okay, so I want this to just kind of come underneath. So that's why I didn't push it down all the way. And bring this down right to the bottom corner. So no white is showing. That looks centered, and now I'm going to press that into place. Cute, isn't it? So here our designer paper is definitely the background on this card. Okay, so using those same colors, I've cut this with the layering circles dies. I had lots and lots of choices here. The layering circles comes with scalloped and plain circles that will nest together beautifully. So I've just chosen one of the plain ones, and I could put a circle on top, but I'm not sure I want circle circle. So I think I'm going to put this label. I call this the fancy label. These are both from the He's All That dies. And then we're going to center our Holy Smokes, You're Amazing right on top. Okay? And then I thought we can put our Wishing You a Happy Father's Day at the bottom. And that's another reason why I wanted to trim that one down a little bit. And then I have these 2 curved flags, I guess you could call them. and I thought they would look nice kind of just in behind here. I like this. We've got the bold statement of the straight line here, which balances with the straight lines here. And then I like that I've used the wavy flags because I feel that that ties in the curves from the circles. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So let's take this apart now, and I'm just going to build this by using my Stampin' Seal and put that centered as much as you can on a circle. And then I'm going to put my circle on top of the Early Espresso Fancy label. So if that's centered this way, just watching the edges to see how much space I have around each edge and trying to keep my words straight. Looks like I need to come over a little bit. Of course, you can do it from the bottom up, and this time I've done it from the top down, putting the top layer on first, your choice. And now I'll put this whole section on top of my circle. Again, just trying to keep a balance of the space around all the edges. Looks pretty even. And I'm not going to pop this one up. You certainly, well, shall I? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Sometimes I plan to, and other times I leave them flat, so I can use the large or the small dimensionals. I think just 4 will do it nicely. Around the edges, card layer is new, but not the die punch. Oh, okay. Great. Card layer is new, but not the die punch cutting. Okay. So this layer, is that what you're talking about, Zana? The using the designer paper as the background layer? Okay. So now, yes, okay, I like that. And again, I'm trying to look at the balance from side to side, left to right, up and down. I like that. Now I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to put some adhesive on each end to catch the flags. So I'm going to layer them right on here because I don't want these flags to go off the card. So I kind of like that look. Pick that up, and now I'll put some more adhesive right across. And we'll put our Happy Father's Day, wishing you a Happy Father's Day, right on the card front. There we go. So this is popped, this is flat, and now he's the man. Yes, okay, you've not done anything like that. Oh, great. Yes, play, absolutely. I love to inspire and give you new ideas. It's always fun. So this set, the Rustic Metallic Adhesive Back Dots, comes with the suite of products if you order the He's All That or He's the Man suite of products. So I'm going to pop 3 of these rustic metallic dots. I'm just using my Take Your Pick tool. I just find it easily picks up those adhesive back dots, and I'm just going to put them across like so. And that is our first card. You know what? I'm going to put a couple more. No, less is more. Less is more. I tell people when they come to my classes that all the time. Less is more, especially when you're inking up the card, inking up our stamps. Oh, good, Val. I'm glad you like that one. So very masculine looking, but I just love this. Has got a barbecue utensils, so that pairs well with some of the other papers. This one, okay, there is one that has, let's see if I can find it. Here it is. It's got kind of the barbecue look to it. There it is. Give me a second. This one, isn't that cute? with some of the animals and the utensils and the barbecue sauce. So that Holy Smokes can look nice with that one as well. And then of course inside you could put the number 1. There's all kinds of things we could decorate up the inside. All right. So again, here is my host code for June, and I hope that you will subscribe to my, oh, am I still here? There. Okay, I think I lost you there for a minute. I'm still here. I hope you're still here. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to say bye for now. Have a great day. I hope you can enjoy some stamping today. If not today, maybe tomorrow. And let me know if this kit inspires you. I would be happy to order that for you. Or if you just want to drop by and use some of my supplies, keep in mind when I prep these kits for you, you don't have to use the stamp set that I'm using. You could sub it out for other stamp sets as well. The BOGO sale is on now. I've already had somebody call me and want 6 kits so she can have a little event with her friends outside in the summertime. She's just going to have a nice little summer barbecue and have all her friends make some kits. So if that sounds like fun to you, let me know and I'd be happy to order those for you. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Cheers.